So then you took those index cards and then you formulated it. And the only reason why we don't have any is because they're all sold out. You don't have any more. They're all sold out. And so we just need to get them reprinted so we can put them back on the stand so people can purchase them.
The books.
The books,
the
booklets, for sure. The booklets of what is the little girl supposed to do.
Yes.
And so, okay, so then that's with that booklet, you then named it, What is a Little Girl Supposed to Do?
Yes.
You named it that.
I did.
Okay. And so then that's when we then, you know, your daughter has a gift of gab. And then I was talking to one of my childhood friends about just stories and different things that I wanted to come out. I wanted to write a book and I wanted to have a movie and I wanted to have all these things. And so I then talked to one of our producers and they helped formulate our ideas, and then we came up with naming a podcast, What is a Little Girl Supposed to Do?
Yes.
And we've been, how many shows is this already? Are we 26? Or
We're episode 26.
Ooh. Episode 26?
Yes.
And through our journey, we are so, thank you guys for tuning in and watching us. We are called What is the Little Girl Supposed to Do podcast show. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and watching us. We are live right now, and of course, it'll be aired next Wednesday. So thank you for everybody that's watching. Thank you, everybody that's listening to us. We are super, super excited.
Yes.
We're always excited. Excited, but I want to say today, we are a little more excited than normal.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So me and my mother, we are called What is the Little Girl Supposed to Do? We were invited to the Church of Scientology, downtown Portland, Oregon. We were nominated for an international award.
Yes.
Right?
The Day of Happiness.
The Day of Happiness. So today is the International Day of Happiness.
That's correct.
And we were nominated for an award, and they are going to present us with this award today at Church of Scientology between 2 and 4. We're super, super excited. We're super excited. And I want to say that one of the reasons why we have been invited, I remember when you gave me this book, and this book is called The Way to Happiness. A Common Sense Guide to Better Living. And when you handed me this book, you put on there, to my daughter, and it says, from my mother.
Yes.
And with this book, it is a guide. Yes. I want to say it's a guide.
Yes.
And I want to say it's the pages. There's 76 pages.
Yes.
Okay. And this is like the Bible stands for basic instructions, basic instructions on, I need to learn, what does that stand for? The Bible, Uncle Johnny pronounces it so good. Mm-hmm. So in this book, the first page says how to use this book. And it says, you, of course, wish to help your contacts and your friends choose someone whose actions, however remotely, may influence your own survival. Write the person's name on the top line of the front cover of this book. Write or stamp your own name as an individual on the second line. Present this book to someone that you would like to read it. You will find that he or she also is threatened with whoever is being threatened with possible misconduct of others. Give the person several edition copies of this book. And when you handed me this book, when you gave me this book, I was going through it, and then it says why you gave this book to me, and it says your survival is important to me.
Yes.
And then on the first page, it has happiness.
Yes.
And it explains the true joy and happiness are valuable. Mm-hmm. If one does not survive, no joy, no happiness are obtainable. Trying to survive in a chaotic, dishonest, and generally immoral society is difficult.
Yes.
Any individual or group seeks to obtain from life what pleasure and freedom from pain that they can. Your survival can be threatened by the bad actions of others around you.
Mm-hmm.
Your happiness can be turned to tragedy and sorrow by the dishonesty and misconduct of others.
Yes.
I am sure you can think of instances of this actually happening.
Yes.
Such wrongs reduce one's survival and impairs one's happiness.
Yes.
You are important to other people. You are listened. You are listened to. You can influence others.
Yes.
The happiness or unhappiness of others you could name is important to you.
Yes.
Without too much trouble, using this book, you can help them survive and lead happier lives.
Yes.
While no one can guarantee that anyone else can be happy, their chances of survival and happiness can be improved. And with theirs, yours will be. It is in you, your power to point the way to a less dangerous and happier life.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
I love it.
And that's just the first page.
Yes.
Right. And so, I mean, this book, Do Not Steal. I mean, it's so good information that once we go, I want to say the president, I don't know if she's president, vice president, but we've met Dale Ann, that's over at the Church of Scientology. And she has presented to us that we can then, with these books, we will have our logo on there.
Yes.
Right?
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yes.
I think that with this, it's going to be a treat.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm a poet and I know it.
Mm-hmm.
And this first page of happiness just brought to mind to me, I wrote a poem called The Family.
Mm-hmm.
And the family is all of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole body,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And our body, every part has a purpose or a function,
Mm-hmm.
like our head, our arms,
Mm-hmm.
our fingers,
Mm-hmm.
our legs.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, when God created us, he knew exactly what our purpose is in this life
Mm-hmm.
and what every piece or part of your body is supposed to be used for.
Mm-hmm.
So as being a family, when people are disconnected and not doing the right thing by each other, it hurts
Mm-hmm.
because now you're not whole, okay? And so since you're not whole, we're going to have to go to rehab and patch things up,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And so happiness, it is so important to be happy because your body cannot function when things are not working in unison
Mm-hmm.
with each other. And so that's why it's so important to realize the human race, we're a family,
Mm-hmm.
okay? I mean, the way things are set up, there's just been so much chaotic going on in our world
Right.
that we're living in.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why we see all this unhappiness and killing and, you know, just treating people bad.
Right.
And so we are here. We are here to show
Mm-hmm.
what love really is
Mm-hmm.
and what love is really all about,
Mm-hmm.
is caring and loving each other.
Mm-hmm.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way. we're going to make it here. We only got this one earth, and we all need to live on this earth together in peace and not in chaos.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Because it is very, I mean, I have you, and this, I want to say that how long has it been? It's been, and these, 2-3 years that we have been in the pandemic.
Since 2019, the end of 2019. That's when it all came out.
2019.
2019.
So that's 3 years.
It'll be 3 years, the end of this year.
So it's been 3 years that we've all had to make life adjustments.
Yes.
Right? Being in
Yes.
fear, because we are in fear of getting sick
Yes.
and dying.
Yes.
Right? We're scared of that.
Yeah. Yeah. People.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I remember that when you go into the grocery store, it wouldn't be hectic when you would hear somebody cough.
Oh.
You know what I mean? If you
Or
hear somebody cough,
sneeze.
right.
Or sneeze.
It wouldn't be as hectic. If you hear somebody coughing, if you hear somebody sneeze, it wouldn't be hectic.
No.
But now when you hear that, when you be out and about, when people be coughing and sneezing and stuff, you be like, wait, you know what I mean? Hold on a second. Is that the COVID? You know what I mean? You coughing and you need to. So it's, I mean, and then we have lost a lot of people with COVID. You know what I mean? Before COVID, people were passing away and we were losing people to death.
Yes.
But now it's at high,
Yes.
right? Where there's going to be somebody that you have been in conversation with that knows someone that had gotten COVID and they have passed away.
Yes.
We all know somebody.
Yeah. You're right.
And so the ways to happiness, it's understandable how it is hard and it is very challenging to be happy.
You're right.
Your environment
Yes.
is very important.
Yes.
Even if it's a small space, if it's just a bedroom, your environment is very important. What
Yes.
your surroundings are.
You're right.
For sure. For sure.
You're
Even if it's a little cubicle, you being able to structure your space of your environment or where you are,
Yes.
it plays a big part on your mentals,
That's right.
right? Your surroundings, the people that you tend to have around you. If the word is toxic, but if they are negative and they make you feel unhappy, they give you all of these different type of emotions that don't make you happy or make you smile, then it just means that those particular people are just not good for your environment, because it's all about being happy. And we're on the journey for being happy. I know that I am an advocate of so many things because of so many things that I've experienced in my life, from, it's a list, foster care and being away from you and seeing you going through your journey when they were prescribing you different medications.
Oh yeah.
Right? So, from the time that you started taking your medicine, that was a man. I can't even think of a word, Mom, that I could even say.
Nightmare.
Nightmare?
Yeah.
Okay. A nightmare
Nightmare.
of an experience.
Yes.
And so with all of the things that my mom has gone through, the abuse, the physical abuse, the mental abuse, the child molestation, the child rape, the attempted 2-3 times of being kidnapped.
Yes.
There's a list.
Yes.
And so since we have been introduced, because I want to say too, the Dianetics.
Yes.
Since we've been introduced to Dianetics and the ways to happiness,
Beautiful.
how do you feel that it has touched your life, that it has made you maybe maybe look at things differently? Like what? Because I know that it's done some amazing things for myself. And that short period of time that you and I did the Diagnetics, and I think you were the pre-clearer, and I was the monitor. We switched the roles on that. And in that short period of 2-day class that we took, of all the things that I know that I have been through in my life, when they had us go back to the very first moment that we experienced pain.
Are you an aspiring model or actor? Let Northwest Modeling Management showcase the best version of you. Get in touch with our professional team at NW Model MGMT on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, or visit our website at nwmodelmgmt.com. Looking for the next face or personality for your company? Let Northwest Modeling Management find the talent you need for your brand.
The Dianetics is something that I would like to get really involved into studying it, because it's something that I would like to share with other people, to be able to communicate with you, and for me to be able to release those bad thoughts, those bad memories, those bad experiences, and to be able to talk through that, to cry through that, and no medication.
Yes. And see that being able to get to the root of the problem.
That's it.
Because the society that we live in, we don't talk about the source or the root where it came from.
Yes.
We don't talk about it.
Right. We don't talk about it, or they don't dig deep enough in it to find it out.
Well, either way. Okay. Either way.
Okay.
It is not, I can say it wasn't discovered by the person that was trying to find out why you're in this situation.
Right.
This is why we have so many people that's using drugs, that's using or drinking alcohol, or doing things to themselves to hurt themselves or to pacify them so that they can forget about the things that has happened to them wrong. That's the way that some people are dealing with their pain.
Right.
They're trying to cover it up and to pacify it with other things.
Right.
Instead of getting to the root of the problem.
That is right.
And so that's why when we go back to the root, we're going to be all right.
Right.
We're going to be all right.
Right.
When we go back to the root from the beginning, we will know. Let's talk about it.
Right.
Like my little grandson, my great-grandson, he'd be like, he want to know.
Yeah, he do.
And he said, let's talk about it. This little boy is only 4 years old.
Right.
And he want to talk about the pain.
Dude,
He asked my daughter and myself, he said, what is your biggest fear?
Wow.
I'm like, just a minute.
Right. Doo-doo.
My little great-grandson is asking us, what is our biggest fear?
Right. Remember when he asked you that?
Yeah. I was shocked. I'm like, no, do you want to hear? He said, let me hear about it. Let's talk about it. Let's sit down and talk.
You did say that.
I'm like, wait, it's amazing. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Man.
Right.
So we gonna help get to the root
of
what's really going on in our world and in this society.
Right.
So that we can truly help the people. We can't just keep pacifying folks, covering stuff up, giving you a quick fix.
Quick one.
Yeah. No, this ain't no microwave.
Ooh. Wait.
So, I mean, we got to keep it real.
Right. And my mom is being so serious about it not being quick. No microwave when it comes to popcorn. You know how people have the popcorns and they got the popcorns in the bags and they just pop it up in the microwave? See, that's the kind of popcorn that I'll eat. But my mom, whenever you say, Mom, I want some popcorn, she is paying oil and the kernels, and she's popping it freehand.
Yep.
With the salt. It ain't no quick microwave bag popcorn. She is doing it
the old-fashioned way,
There
how
you-
we used to do it.
Hey.
Get a big pot, make sure it got a top that fit on it, so when it start popping, it ain't going to be popping all over the place.
It ain't gonna be.
And it's delicious.
It's
Oh, my God.
it sure is. See, happiness.
Happiness.
Her food brings me happiness.
Of course.
Your food brings me happiness.
Yes.
And I should, and okay, so I know that I did not pay close attention to it when I was growing up, which I should have. I should have been paying more attention to when you was in the kitchen cooking, because then I would have been able to, cook these things, bring more happiness. You know what I'm saying?
Of
To my
course, of
absolutely,
course, yes.
absolutely.
I mean, you get in that kitchen and,
Ooh.
I mean, it's like medicine. I mean, seriously. You have to master your food.
Okay.
You just don't go in there and throw stuff together, get something out of the can and call it quits, warm it up and that's it. No. You go to the farm or to the organic market, the farmer's market, get this food that's fresh. I mean, we got to have that connection.
Yes.
We got to have that connection between heaven and earth, okay?
Ooh. Between heaven and earth.
Yes. We have to have that connection. Because that's what the doctors say. Hey, if you want an orange, get an orange from the tree. Don't go buy a bottle of orange juice. You ain't going to see no orange juice bottle hanging from a tree. You need to get back to nature.
Okay.
Go to the source.
Go to the source.
Go to the tree.
Go to the tree.
Yes.
And then the tree started, the tree has a root.
Yes,
Doesn't it?
it does.
Okay. Okay. So, ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Go to the tree. Go to the tree.
Yes.
Okay.
And the more natural things are that you consume
Okay.
in your body,
Yeah.
you're going to be able to tell what you're doing to yourself
Yeah.
by your appearance.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. So sometimes what we put in our bodies will reflect
Yes.
in our outer.
It will become manifest what you're doing.
Okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
All right. So I just want to glance back at this book of happiness just to give the audience an understanding of the information that's in this book, this small book, but it gives you so much knowledge that you can understand what is really going on.
Right.
And number one, it says take care of yourself, okay? Take care of yourself, and they have several different categories. It says get care when you're ill. How many of us get ill and think that we can fix it on our own?
I know. I'm going to raise my hand and say, me.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of people do that. They think they can fix it on their own, which is fine.
Right.
But sometimes you need professional help.
That is true.
Yes.
Yes.
Then number two, it says keep your body clean. And that was one of the main things during the COVID. They want you to wash your hands when you go use the bathroom.
Right.
When you're doing certain things, your hands is one of the dirtiest things on your body.
Right.
It carries so much germs. So you need to keep your whole body clean,
Whole body.
inside and out. And it says preserve your teeth and eat properly. Eat, good food. I mean, because you are what you eat. So it's important
Okay.
for people to know. And then to get your rest.
Right.
Some people, just try to live off a few hours of sleep. Or maybe they don't even sleep at all. They up doing stuff. And so your proper rest, because when you sleep, your brain creates more cells. I don't know if people know that.
I didn't.
Yeah. When you sleeping, your brain is creating some more cells for you.
Ooh.
So if you ain't sleep, you're going to deplete yourself out of your cells, and you ain't gonna be thinking correctly.
Oh no.
Yeah, and that's true.
Right. Okay. Well, learning today that our brain produces cells while we're sleeping. Yeah.
Yeah, so sleep is important.
Sleep is important.
Yeah, sleep is so important.
Okay.
So we just need to dive in and check out this book. I mean, it has a lot of good information in here. And so I just wanted to share the information that you will be receiving or learning when you pick up a copy of this book. And it also says, be temperate. This is number 2. It says, do not take harmful drugs. Now, that's the key word. Harmful. Why would you want to use something harmful to your body, knowing that it's going to kill you or hurt you? Why would you want to do that?
Right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the food.
It says harmful drugs.
Oh, harmful drug. Okay,
Yes.
but then hold on.
Number 2.
Right, but then it also says we got to break down like what do they mean by it says harmful drugs.
Yes.
People who take drugs do not always see the real world in front of them. They are not really there. On a highway, in a casual contact in a home, they can be very dangerous to you. People mistakenly believe they feel better or act better or are only happy when on drugs. This is just another delusion. Sooner or later, the drugs will destroy them physically, discourage people from taking drugs. When they are doing so, encourage them to help in getting off of them.
Yeah, because the way I look at it, it's like slow suicide. I mean, you're prolonging your pain and suffering.
But I don't think they know. I don't think when we're using drugs, I don't think we have knowledge of that. That we are, I'm going to say we, because I'm just going to say I don't know what drugs they're necessarily talking about. So I'm just going to include myself in this. When they say, wait, what'd you just say?
People don't realize when they're using harmful drugs over time.
No.
It's like a slow suicide. Instead of just jumping off the bridge tonight and getting it over with.
Wait a minute.
They are prolonging it over time.
Okay.
Because the end result is still going to be the same.
Jumping off the bridge?
No, they're going to end up killing themselves.
Oh, okay, got you.
Because of the damage that it has done to their bodies over time. You're not going to be able to live a full life.
I got you.
And do some of the things that you really been wanting to do. I mean, there's a lot to life that we can enjoy.
Right.
I mean, so don't just limit yourself to want to end this life. I mean, because God put us here for a reason. And so we just need to be thankful that we're here and to do the best that we can do for each other and love each other and just make this earth a beautiful place to be.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And go ahead.
And then the next number 3, it says, don't be promiscuous.
Hey, well.
And people know what promiscuous is. And so, yeah. So don't be promiscuous because you hurt yourself and others. And number 4 is love and help your children. That's so important for the family, the parents to spend time with their children. That is so important because they will always remember. Those will be great memories for them to be able to do things with their parents. Then it says honor and help our parents. You know, when your parents get a little older, you need to spend time with them, help them. I mean, because remember, they sacrificed and brought you into this world.
Right.
And so don't just leave them dangling out there saying, you know, I got mine, you know, so what about you?
Right. Or now they old.
Yeah.
And so now that they older, now life is busy and your schedule has gotten so busy that now you are every so often checking in with your parents.
Yeah, that's not right. God didn't put us here just for our parents to bring us here, and then you live in your life, and now you're going to just leave them over wherever.
Right.
So that's not cool.
Right.
And so number 7 is seek to live with the truth. Truth is so important. Truth is like water to your soul.
Yes, and sometimes the truth can hurt.
Yes.
Sometimes the truth can hurt. But then they also say, too, I've heard that the truth can set you free?
Yes. The truth will set you free. I would rather, even if it hurt, I would rather have the truth than a lie.
I still want to know.
Because when somebody lying to you, your brain know that something ain't right.
Yes. When the lie is coming out of their mouth, it's like distorting my ear and it's doing something with my brain, and then it hurts my heart because I don't understand. And I think it's because you instilled it in me so much. I remember being a child, and you asked me a question, and you said, "And don't lie to me." And do not lie to me, because if you do, I'm going to know that you were lying.
Yes.
And you're never supposed to lie to you're never supposed to lie to your mom. You're never supposed to lie to your parents. You're always supposed to let them know the truth. And you would say, I'm going to know if you are lying to me.
Yes.
And so, and I would be thinking, dang, how does my, you know what I mean? Do I have a certain look when I'm about to say something to my mom? Because and so it instilled in me when you said that. So then I instilled it in my kids. You are always supposed to be comfortable to tell your parents the truth. You know what I mean? I don't ever want to be called and somebody say something to me that my children have not said. And if I ask you, even if it's, I'm going to be super, super mad or I'm going to be hurt, I still want to know. We're going to be able to sift through this. Yes. I don't like being lied to at all. No. And when I can sense or when I feel that I'm being lied to or I'm about to be lied to, it does something to my ears and it hurts my heart because I think that I'm a cool enough person that there's no reason to lie. I can handle the truth so much better than I can tolerate a lie.
Yes, me too. I'd rather just tell me the truth.
Just tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Just say what it is.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then number 9, it says, do not do anything illegal. And people know what's wrong and right.
What's against the law.
Yes, they know. So do not do anything illegal because you're going to have to answer for it eventually because no one really gets away with anything. They think they do, maybe for a short period of time, but in the end, no, you got to own up to what you done.
Right, but just because nobody physically saw you do it, hey, God, He sees everything. Yes. So when you hiding and looking for somebody physically, humanly to see you, they might not be.
Yes.
But God sees everything and He hears everything and He knows everything.
Right. And number 11, it says, do not harm a person of goodwill.
Oh, man.
Do not do that.
Don't do that.
No, do not hurt people that's trying to help others.
Right.
We need more of them.
We do.
We need them.
We do.
Yes. And it says to safeguard and improve your environment.
Ooh.
We need to take care of this earth. God gave us, He let us live here on this planet. And so we need to be appreciative that we're here on this planet. We need to take care of this planet. This is like God's living room, okay?
Right.
So we want our living room. Who want to live in a house and their living room is all polluted and filthy, got trash all over the floor, things out of place? Who want to live in a world like that?
Right.
Yeah, so we need to realize how are we contributing to this madness that's going on in this planet, this planet. How are we doing it? How are we contributing to this? And we need to straighten it up and get it right.
Straighten it up.
And so do not steal. That's number 13.
Do not steal.
Yes, and one that really touched me was the one that says, do not treat people, let me find it. Let me get it right. On religion, because a lot of times people be divided over religions, what other people belief system is. You over here talking about, well, this. I know, but come on now. Let's keep it real. Don't judge a person on what they believe. Okay? Because everybody don't see things the same.
Everybody does not.
And I'm trying to find the chapter on that. And, yeah. Oh, here it is. This is number 18. It says, respect the religious beliefs of others.
Respect the other.
Respect.
Okay.
The religious belief of others. And that is so important.
Yeah.
Because I know in this society that we're living in, there's a lot of denominations, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Denominations mean a part of.
Okay.
And so there's so many denominations of people. And so this denomination is trying to tell you, well, no, my denomination is the right way. Yours is the wrong way. Don't do that.
I see what you're saying.
Because if you're a part of something,
Right.
then there's something right.
Right.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So don't judge people just because if I'm a Baptist
Right.
or I'm a Catholic or I'm a Muslim
Mm-hmm.
or I'm a Jehovah's Witness. Don't judge me on none of that. As long as I believe in God and I'm out here doing the right thing, that is
Right.
what should matter. So, thank you.
You're right. You're right. I mean, that really should, at the end of the day, that is really what happens. If we're all, everybody's journey is going to be different. Everybody's trail that they've traveled is all different. But at the end of your journey, if you see a happy place where people are getting along, and if that's your journey, then that means that's where you're going. And if there are other people that are with you that might look differently and might believe different things, but their journey, they're traveling to that happy place. Everybody, if they're going there, it doesn't matter how you thought or what you believed, as long as you get there.
Yes.
As long as you were going there and that's where you're traveling to, then it doesn't matter to me if you are Church of Scientology or if you're a Seventh-day Adventist or if you're a Muslim and you go to the mosque. Whatever your religious beliefs are, we have studied, we have been to a lot of different ones. And so religion is not something that we have, that we have necessarily embraced. We just know that if you believe in God and you are a good person and you are thankful for the things that you have and you want to give good and be good and love others, then we all, you know what I mean? Then you're a part of the team. Yes. We don't care that you go to church on Saturday, if you go to church on Sunday. As long as you believe in God and you are a good person, that's what's important to us.
Yeah, treat others the way you want to be treated, with love.
With love.
Treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yes.
Everything's going to be all right. Just like Rodney King said, why can't we all just get along?
Why can't? Why can't?
It's only going to take us, each individual, to make that change and to make the difference. That's the only way this earth, this world is going to be a better place.
Yes.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time. Literally?
Yes, it's time.
Okay. Okay. Literally? Okay. So, I mean, today, like I said, today I'm super excited that the Church of Scientology, through us going to their 2-day course of studying Dianetics, that's what did it for us. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I see some people on there watching us today on our live Instagram. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And It will drop on Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in to What a Little Girl's Supposed to Do podcast show with me and my co-host, Balinda Olive Beltran. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And positive thoughts always lead to positive results. The ways to happiness.